Greg Ruff back with you, and Ryan Schmalz, the baseball coach here at Trevecca. And something interesting that Trevecca has a great baseball history, and you've embraced that. One of the guys, a name that everybody knows, is Kenny Thomas. He's the coach at USC Aiken. The Nashville Old Timers Association is putting him in their Hall of Fame, and you guys are going to get to go see him and play him this year too.
Yeah, it's exciting. You know, I've known Kenny for several years, and it's fun to open up with, you know, playing against his team, and I know he's really excited. Every time I talk to him, he can't wait for us to come down and play him, and you know, his number's retired on our wall. You know, the only number retired in the program's history here at Trevecca, and you know, it's an honor for him to be inducted into the Old Timers Hall of Fame, and we're really looking forward. He has a really good team down there in Aiken. We're really looking forward to it, and it's a big 3-game series for us that'll really test us to kind of be a good measuring stick to see where our program is, and maybe one day we can get Kenny to bring his team over here sometime.
Talk a little bit about the schedule. Aside from that, start with the non-conference first of all.
Yeah, it's a tough schedule. We're playing USC Aiken. We're playing a bunch of in-region teams as well. Walsh, Wayne State out of Michigan, the defending national champions, Southern Indiana. We're playing them twice. Grand Valley State's usually a top 10 program. Montevallo, North Alabama, Alabama Huntsville. We really try to play a tough non-conference schedule because it gets us ready, you know, to be where we want at the end of the season. You know, it makes our team better and hopefully increases our regional ranking. You know, hopefully to get us an at-large bid into a regional at the end of the year is the goal for that.
That's really important. People need to know that even though we are full-fledged Division II now, the conference is not quite there. Got another year before we get that automatic bid, so you have to get an at-large bid, which is even more important and probably why your schedule's as tough as it is. Talk about that and how that makes this year's preparation different.
Well, every game matters. You know, sometimes it's easy to think a non-conference game isn't important, but it is, you know, because we're trying, you know, our goal is to be in a regional and win a regional at the end of the year, and in order to do that, you know, we have to improve our ranking, and beating quality non-conference opponents, both at home and on the road, really helps that. You know, with our conference being a new conference, we don't get that automatic qualifier yet, and we won't get that till next year. So we may win a conference tournament, and it doesn't guarantee us anything. So those non-conference games are critical for us, and that's why we're playing the schedule that we are, hopefully to get us in that regional at the end of the year.
Let's talk about the roster, start with the pitchers, and just kind of give us an update on where the pitching staff is heading into the spring.
A lot of new faces. We're much deeper on our pitching staff this year. Mike Purcell was our ace last year, and he'll anchor our staff again and be our Friday night starter. And you know, one of the big things we're banking on right now is 2 guys that got injured last year, who are 2 of our better guys, and that's Mason Dunn and Brian Smith. Both had Tommy John surgery, and their bullpen sessions are going great right now. But getting those guys back, whether it be in a starting or relieving role, is going to be critical for our team this year to be successful.
You guys have had some great hitters in your time here. Some guys left. Who's going to step up?
That's a good question. You know, we got a lot of returning guys. We're losing Nick Howell. He was first-team All-American and had unbelievable year last year. It'd be tough to replace him, but, you know, and losing Luke Fennell behind the plate will be tough. But I think, you know, I think that the guys we have in those roles that can step up, and hopefully our offense as a whole can improve as well. We've got a lot of guys that can run and put pressure on a defense. We got some guys in there that can really hit for some power. I think our offense can put pressure on other teams in a variety of ways, whether it be the small game or running the bases or hitting balls and gaps. I really like the dynamic our offense brings.
Off the beat question: who's your top manager all time? I mean, who'd you follow? I think I know who it might be.
Man.
Is Whitey Herzog on the list?
Whitey Herzog is definitely on the list.
I
love, you know, I'm a Cardinals fan, as you are, and I love the way he played. You know, his teams are always high-pressure teams. They ran the bases. They had really deep pitching. They, you know, they always played the game really hard. You know, I remember watching him play when I was just a little kid, and he's definitely the top of my list for sure.
All right. He's Ryan Schmalz, the baseball coach here at Trevecca. I'm Greg Ruff. Find out more at tnutrojans.com.